What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hamza from Ather Gaming, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. But before we get into it, yes, I know this past week I did say I was going to upload some insane daily videos, but again, guys, I got really insanely sick. I actually had to go to the hospital. So if you guys don't believe me, here's actually a picture right here. And yes, I know this is actually me, so if you guys don't believe me, you can zoom in closer. Right there on that bed, you guys see that is. But anyways, guys, I am back. I am better. You can feel a little bit. I am a little sick, but it doesn't matter. Make sure you guys go ahead and like. Let's try and hit 100 likes, as I always say. Comment what you guys want to see next, and of course, subscribe, because we are trying to increase our subscriber count. Because again, 69% of you guys are not subscribed. Anyways, check out all the links down below. And without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this video. Alright, guys, so starting off with the deck profile, we are of course playing triple Adamancipator Analyzer. Now she or he is the Cyber Dragon of the deck. Again, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card. Again, it says if only your opponent controls a monster. You can special summon this card from your hand, and then again, excavate the top 5, special summon one level 4 or lower non-tuner monster. Now, every single main deck Adamancipator monster has the excavate effect. And then moving on, of course, I mean, I'm sure you guys know what these cards do by now. We play our triple Adamancipator Researcher. Again, same secondary effect, but the primary effect is going to be if you control a rock monster, except Adamancipator Researcher. You can special summon her from your hand, and then again, exact same thing, mill the top 5, and then special summon a level 4 or lower non-tuner, and then put the rest at the bottom of your deck. Another unique thing that Analyzer has is she is a level 4 tuner, where Researcher is a level 2, and as well as Seeker. So again, Seeker says if you control an Adamancipator monster except Adamancipator Seeker, you can special summon this card from your hand. Again, excavate the top 5 of your cards, put the 4 back. If you can, special summon one level 4 or lower tuner. If not, put all of them back at the bottom of your deck in any order. Again, do not shuffle. Very important that when these effects resolve, you guys put the cards at the bottom of your deck and then do not shuffle. You can get like some sort of like a PE minor or something like that. It could really ruin your game, especially if you won game 1. So just keep that in track at the back of your mind, guys. But then moving on from the 3 cards, since again we lost Block Dragon, there were some big changes that needed to be made to the deck. The first change being we are playing the eggs now, so we are playing one Adamancipator Crystal Leonite. Again, a level 4 rock monster, not a tuner, can be special summoned off the effects. So this card states if they're special summoned by the effect of an Adamancipator card, you can place one Adamancipator card from your hand or graveyard at the top of your deck. And then again, if this card's in your graveyard and you control like a fire synchro monster, or you can target one fire synchro monster you control or in the graveyard and then put it back into the extra deck. And then that's it for the one fire egg. Then we play the water egg Dragite. This is special summoned by the effect of an Adamancipator card. You can draw one card, and then again you can target one synchro water monster you control or in the graveyard, and then put that card at the back back into the extra deck. Again, really good for recursion. Helps you recur Dragite, helps you recur I think that's it, just Dragite. And then again, Leonite helps you recur Leonite. I don't think we play any other fire or water synchros. But moving on, from the Adamancipator core cards, we are playing our Doki Doki. Again, we are playing triple Doki Doki. I know lists before weren't really maxing on this guy, but now he becomes even more important, being able to see a Doki Doki. Very crucial, very crucial. And then again, we are playing triple Kokimero Guardian, because you want to see this card, and if you don't see it, you want to hit it off the top of your deck as often as possible. Then we are playing the two's Kokimero Supplier, sorry about that. You can cut this card down to 1 and put in like other cards. Maybe you can cut Doki Doki and this card down and play some more like extenders. But as it is right now, I kind of like this count. I did run a couple test hands, and just testing with this deck in general, it does feel pretty good. The ratios of Kokimero Supplier to Guardian, and just the ratios in general. These cards are all insane. Again, you want to max out on cards, because not only like it doesn't suck if you don't open them, because again you are playing 3 of them in your deck, so the potential of you actually hitting them off your Adamancipator cards is pretty cool. Then we are playing our triple Parallel Exceed. Losing Block Dragon does suck, so we need some sort of power card that we can just like summon once we get in a beard, and Parallel Exceed is that card. Being able to get into like our Gallant Granite and then searching our Researcher and pushing through is very important. Parallel Exceed is a really powerful card in itself as well. So yeah, so of course we are playing triple Parallel Exceed. Then we're playing Ather, because again it's a free special summon. If we get in the beard, we can play through it. Ather is just overall a very powerful card, especially Ather plus like Doki. Really important. Then moving on from like the main deck engine cards, we are playing our triple Ash Blossom because again, it's the most versatile hand trap in the current format. We are playing triple Nibiru as well because again, we want to play high impact cards in the deck. And then we are of course playing the Dragoon package, so the 1 Dark Magician, the 1 Red Eyes, and the 1 Red Eyes Fusion. Again, this deck did lose a lot of power losing Block Dragon, so you want to maximize the power that this deck can push out playing the Red Eyes cards and playing the Parallel Exceed. I know these cards are not Block Dragon and they don't give you us the recursion, but again, they are in itself pretty good as well. And again, trust me, I will show test hands where I can like manipulate these cards as well. But again, Red Eyes package. Then moving on, we are playing our triple Adamancipator Signs. Now this card's pretty insane. Basically, it says you can target 1 rock monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Then, if you special summon an Adamancipator monster, take 1 level 4 or lower rock monster from your deck, place it at top of your deck. Again, I want you to understand, this card is a monster born for any rock monsters, and again, it's not a hard once per turn, right? We can literally abuse this. If we open multiple Adamancipator Signs, we can just spam this card, and then it does have the secondary effect where you can stack your deck with a rock monster. So if, for example, we got hand trapped and we're trying to push through it, we can actually use this card, summon out Dragite, and then stack like a Researcher or something. Summon the Dragite, Dragite will draw the Researcher, and then special the Researcher, and then just combo off from there. So again, this card is really important, and Leonite can actually use this card as well. So playing triple Signs acts as a pseudo extender as well, so it is really good. Then of course we are playing triple Infinite Impermanence. Again, we want high impact hand traps in our deck, so again we are playing Imperm to round off the deck at 40. Again, moving on to the side deck cards, you guys already know how my videos go. The side deck cards are other options that you guys can play in the deck. So again, you can play the 1 Fossil Fusion, or not the 1 Fossil Fusion, but you can play the Fossil package. And again, we do get more value with Dogma running around because they can send our Skull Knight, give us some sort of cool plays on top of that. And again, Fossil Fusion, you can play Weathering Soldier, you can play Skull Knight, you can play this new card, Rock Band's Guitar. I believe he came out in Phantom Rage, and I was testing with him. Basically, he says if this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 rock monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then place 1 card from your hand on top of the deck. If this card is banished from the field or graveyard, send a rock monster from your deck to the graveyard. There is a lot of potential that this guy can provide. As right now, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you up the count to like a 60 card list, because you guys can see here I am suggesting that you guys can play Miracle Rupture as well. You can play Revival Golem. Gigantus works really well with Xeno Guitar, because you can like Gigantus, send this guy, he will have the effect, and Gigantus can banish him, then you can summon Gigantus and then trigger him. It is really good. Again, with Block Dragon, of course, we know that it would be a lot better, but I mean, you can't really do much now. Then you play the 1 Unexpected Die for the Angel Trumpeteer, and then you can play the Buster Lock with Union Carrier. Just for the profile, I'm not playing it because I feel like it's not necessary, but in a lot of like my test hands that you guys will see, I am playing this card. And then we are playing the Triple Tactics Talents, or not playing, but that's what you guys can play in your deck. So again, there are a lot of side deck options that you guys can play in the deck. Again, there are more options that you guys can play as well. Don't be limited to my suggestions. I want to see what you guys play as well, so make sure you guys comment down below if you are some Adamancipator connoisseurs like we all are. But that's it for the side deck cards. Now moving on to the extra deck, guys. Starting off, we can play the 1 Metal Marcher. Even though we lost O-Line and those cards, it still is very potent because again, these cards are level 2 tuners, so we don't really need to play kind of Plague Spreader in our deck to kind of facilitate these plays. We don't really need that because we can still do Marcher. Again, you guys saw the Cyberus Integrator. Now we can do Marcher and Cyberus Integrator into our Raptite. But moving on, yeah, so Marcher, Integrator, of course we still play Herald because you guys can see here we got a lot of level 2s that we can play with here. And get into it as well. Adhara plus is pretty good as well. So again, Herald, we got the Raptite to mill the 5, special summon any rock monster. So this guy can actually special summon Nibiru, and then he has the DD Crow effect because again, Marcher is win. Yes, we lost O-Line, but Marcher is still win, so it's okay. And then the newest edition, we are playing the Leonite. This card is actually really good because it says during your main phase you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can add 1 excavated Adamancipator card. Also place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, right, we can get these Adamancipator cards as extenders, but we can also sack into our signs, and signs you guys know isn't a hard one to return. So being able to make a Raptite and technically assuming that you can hit the signs because you can see the cards you went through, you can actually choose what you want to do as well. So again, Leonite, sorry, is really good. And then his secondary effect is actually really insanely OP as well. He says during your opponent's turn, if a fire monster is in your graveyard, quick effect, target 1 rock monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So if you have, for example, our Leonite in the graveyard, the crystal, and then we have our Risen Leonite on the board, right? And we have a Guardian. You can go Guardian Negate, and then on resolution you can use Leonite's effect to reborn the Guardian, and then Guardian negate again, because again this card's not a hard one to turn. So Leonite is actually really important in the deck, being able to sign into or sack into signs, which is really good. Acting as an extender, and again losing Block Dragon kind of loses like the fearfulness that this board used to have, but Leonite actually provides a lot in itself as well. And again, he is really nice if we actually went through our Raptite as a good follow-up play. Then again, we play the Draga. Again, Draga is really important going first or second. Going first, he can spell Trap Negate. Going second, he can bounce an OTK. Then we play the one Warlord Savage Dragon. Again, Savage is just a negate in general. So again, we are getting a lot of value out of our Synchro monsters. Then we play the one Link Spider. Again, if we get Nibiru, we can turn the token away into Link Spider, and then summon Parallel Exceed, because it says if you Link Summon, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card's normal special summoned. Right here, you can special summon one Parallel Exceed from your deck, and then again, it says if this card is special summoned by the effect of Parallel Exceed, it becomes level 4. So that means special summoning by its own effect. So when you summon it from your hand, it'll be a 4, and then when he summons another one from deck, he'll be a 4 as well. So basically, if you get Nibiru, you'll have like a Link Spider plus a rank 4. Then the rank 4 will be Gallant Granite, and Granite you guys can see. But anyways, Link Cross we play as well, again being able to combo. But again, if we get disrupted, we can actually turn it into Link Cross, and again Parallel Exceed will come clutch in itself as well. We do play the Salamander Almirage. Now again, you can cut this card and just put the carrier in if you'd like, and then just put in Buster Lock. But the reason why this card's important is if we have Doki Doki plus Parallel Exceed and Doki Doki gets interrupted, we can turn Doki Doki into Almirage. Almirage will go ahead and let us summon our Parallel Exceed, because again it was special summon, and then Parallel Exceed will help us get into our rank 4 plays. And again, Almirage can be linked off, so it doesn't really lock us into anything specific. So again, it is good, and again he is a fire for our Leonite. Then of course we play the Anaconda, because you play the Dragoon package in our deck, and again we want to be able to have like as much power in this deck as possible, whether we get Nibiru or not. We just want to be able to put the biggest board as possible. Again, we play Fiber, because Fiber just should be in almost every combo deck that kind of revolves around tuners. And again, you guys can see all the tuners that this deck plays. We got Adhara, we even Ash Blossom, worst case scenario will normal it. We got Signs to Reborn, so again it is insane. Again, Saryuja is another card that you guys don't really need to play in this deck. You guys can play other cards as well, but Saryuja is important, and only if you draw Red Eyes Fusion. You can technically Saryuja, draw a bunch of cards and put this card back. Again, if you guys don't like it, by all means you can put the Union Carrier in the deck as well. It doesn't really matter, but Saryuja has come up in a couple instances where Appaloosa didn't. And again, we have Kokimaru Guardian as well, but again, to each their own. You guys can play what you want. Again, Gallant Granite, now this card just infinitely went up in terms of value for the deck, because now we do play Parallel Exceed, and this card, like, we need this card almost always to resolve. We aren't playing like Petting Cessor, we aren't playing like Attack Crusader, Revival Golem, we aren't playing those cards because we aren't trying to turbo into Gallant Granite first. We want our opponent to disrupt us, and then we want to use Gallant Granite. And of course, to end it, we play our Red Eyes Dark Dragoon to go with the Anaconda. Now guys, that was it for the deck profile, guys. If you guys want to see test hands, make sure you guys let me know. I will be uploading a test hand video tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, just depending on how I feel. But anyways, guys, if you guys want to see other videos, make sure you guys comment down below. I genuinely think that this deck is like tier 1, if not tier 1.5. It still is very powerful. It still is a secret weapon that not a lot of decks are teching for anymore. So again, play this deck. Let me know what you guys think. Again, guys, this is Hamza. Like I always say, keep on shining, never give up on your dreams. Peace.